We are now starting question number 13 and onwards for this SAT 1 exam, as it will be continued from the previous up till question number 12. Question number 13 now. There are two categories for the female and the males with the three parts of this subject: algebra 1, geometry, and algebra 2. And the total number of students are given there. Whereas for the females there is total is 150, and for male there is total of 160, and the total is 310. Now they are asking the question, a group of the 10th grade students were being asked in a survey that which of the math subject they are currently enrolled in. The survey data is shown as this. Which of the following of this category accounts for the approximate 19% of his total survey of the students? Since they are asking 19% of the total students, and total students for the female and the males is equal to 310, and they are asking for the 19% of that total. So we will calculate part for this question number 13. 19% of the total. This means 19% of this total is 310, and that thing is equal to 19 ones is 19, 19 threes are 57 plus 1, 58, and divide by 10 is 58.9, which is approximately equal to 59. So you will see that which category is going to be this 59 students are there. So 59 students is going to follow in this male for this geometry. So we will see the answer for this portion. Female students not, and third part is C, male students for the geometry. So the answer is C part. So that is the male student is equal to 49 for this algebra part, sorry, for the geometry part of this question there. Now for this next question, question number 14. The length of the fishes in inches. The table shows the list of the lengths of the nearest inches of this random sample of 21 brown bullhead fish. The outlier measures of 24 inches, which is an error. Of the mean, median, and the range of these values listed, which will be the change the most if the 24 inches measurement is removed from the data. So there are 21 fishes counted in that. Now we will count one by one, and then we will find out that which one is the best for this when 24th value, 24th inches measurement is being removed from this data there. So for this question number 14, the value of this 8 is 1. Here is the frequency. So for 8 values, it is 1 frequency there. For 9 values, there are 1, 2, 3. For this 10 value, there are 1, 2. For this 11 values, there is 1, 2. For this 12 values, the frequency is 1, 2, 3, 4. For this 13 value, For the frequency there is 1, 2, 3. For 14 values, frequency is 2 there. For 15 values, the frequency is 2 there. For 16, the frequency is 1, and 24 frequency is 1. But they said that we are removing this data from the whole of that fish there. So it means the total number of frequencies left there is equal to 20. Now we will see whether the mean, median, or the range, which one is the best of that selection there. So we know that for the mean, that is x bar, that is sigma fx over sigma f. So that should be equal to 8 plus 8 into 1 is 8, 9 into 3 is 27, plus 10 into 2 is 20, plus 11 into 2 is 22, plus 12 into 4, 48, plus 13 into 3, 39, plus 14 into 2, 28, plus 15 into 30, plus 16 into 1 is 16, divided by the total observations there, that is 20. So that thing is going to be equivalent to, after doing the calculation, we can see that sigma is 11.25, which is too higher than the values of that. If we use this median, that is because the total observations are 20, so it should lie at the 10th and 11th position average of these two. So at the 10th position, 4 to the 6 to the 8, so 12 is at the both of these two positions, and that is equal to 12, which is again too much large for that. Then we use the range concept, which means highest value minus the lowest value, where highest value here is 16 because this is the highest value to that, and the lowest value to that is 1 is 8. So that is equal to 8. So we see that observation of this information given to us is 8, which is the range. So part C would be the answer of this question there. So C is the choice for this question number 14. Then we are going to solve this question number 15 because rest of the values are higher than that values there. Total cost of renting a boat for this by the hour. C is on y-axis, which represents the total cost in dollars, and H is on the x-axis, which represents the hours there. So it is in between C and H there, where if time is 0, so the hour is 0 there, then the initial cost of that one is 5. So now we see what they are asking. The graph above displays the total cost C dollars of renting a boat for H hours. So for this data, they are going to ask, what does this C represents the graph? So C is going to represent the y-axis there, for which is going to be represented by C, and that is for the initial value is there 0. So the best thing is A part is the answer of this, that the initial cost of this renting a boat there. B, C, and D. P stands for the total number of the boats rented. This is not mentioned there, the initial cost of that. Then the total number of the hours that boat is rented, that is again not part of that because initial cost is not there, and the increase because there is increasing of the cost, it is also not a part of the answer there. So the C is going to represent the initial cost, and that thing is equal to the value of that going to represent for this. So answer is A part of this question there. So question number 15, A is the right choice for this portion there. Then question number 16, because 15 and 16 are related to the same part. Which of the following represents the relationship between H and C there? So there are two things which are mentioned there. So if we look at this graph again, since the graph is passing from 0 and 5 on y-axis, so point is 0, 5. So we have to select the 2 points and then we get the relationship between these. So 0, 5 is 1 point where H is 0 and C is 5, and the other point is there 5 and 20. So B point is 5 and 20. So first we have to get the relationship between y is equal to mx plus c, because this is a straight line which are represented by y is equal to mx plus c there. So here c is directly, we can count it there from this, that is cutting on the y-axis, and that value is there 5. So C value is basically equal to 5. So only M is going to be calculated there, which is the gradient between the 2 points. So 20 minus 5 over 5 minus 0, it is equal to 15 over 5, and that is equal to 3. So M value is 3 there. So Y is going to represent by C, M is going to be represented by 3, X is going to be represented by H plus 5. So C is equal to 3H plus 5. So this is the answer of this question. And that answer is basically 3H plus 5. That is C part. So the answer of this question is C part for this question number 15. It is question number 16, I think so. 16. So 16 answer is C part, 3H plus 5 is equal to C. Now question number 17. This is the graph shown there. The graph of this function f is shown by the graph xy plane. For what value of x, the value of f of x is its minimum value there. So we are going to start this question number 17, and the graph is shown like this. So minimum point is this point. So that point is basically equal to, if we read it from this graph, that is 1, 2, 3, minus 3 and 0, 1. Minus 3 and minus 2. So the point there is minus 3 and minus 2. And we have to get the value of f of x. It has the minimum value for that. So f of x is minimum, is x value is there minus 3. So f of minus 3 is equal to minus 2. So x value is equal to minus 3. So this is the answer of this question. B part. So B is the answer of this question number 17. Then question number 18. Y is less than x plus a, and y is greater than y is less than minus x plus a. X plus a is the answer. And y is greater than x plus a. X plus b. These are the two inequalities given to us now. In this xy plane, if 0, 0 is the solution of this system of inequalities above, which of the following relationship between A and B be true? Because 0, 0 is the solution to this problem. So that means what x is 0 and y is also there 0. So this will mean that if x and y are 0, so 0 is less than 0 plus a, or in other words, a is greater than 0. This is one form of that. And if we put in the second form, y is again 0 is greater than 0 plus b, or in other words, b is less than 0. That is the second form of that. So if this one is 0, this is 0 is greater than b, so b is here and a is at this point. Since b is less than 0 means negative and a is greater than 0 means positive. So we have the relationship of this thing there, that b is less than a there. Sorry, b is greater than a value. So this one is the choice B of that part there. Because B is negative and A is positive. So the relationship between these two is there. B is greater than minus, sorry, B is greater than A there. A is not, because A will be positive, B is negative. So modulus function is not there, because if you remove the modulus, it is plus A, B, plus B, and minus A, minus B, and we cancel the sign. It is not according to this variation. Loss is not even equal. So only the B choice is there when V is greater than A there. Question number 19. A food truck sells salads for $6.5 each and drinks for $2 each. So salad is basically equal to $6.50 and drinks is going to $2 each. The food truck revenues from this selling a total of 209 salads and drinks is in 1 year. So that means what? X plus Y is equal to 209. This is observation 1. And it was one whole was 836.50. So we know that from this information that if the salad is 6.50, so it should be equal to 6.50x, and drinks are y, so we can write it as 2y, and that is equal to 6, sorry, 836.50. So this is 836.50. That's equation number 2. Now we can solve these two, and we have to get the value of how many salads were sold on that day. So we are going to find out the salads x for that. So it is 2y. This, so the coefficient of y we can balance. So it should be 2x plus 2y is equal to 2 multiplied by this 418. Let's say that is equation number 2, and this is equation number 3. So now we solve these two equations together. So this is plus 2y, this is plus 2y, it is minus, they are going to cancel out. So this is plus, it is minus, and this is positive, it will be negative. So 6.50 minus 2, so that is equal to 4.50 into x is equal to 836.5 minus 418. So it should be equal to 418.5. So x value will be equal to 418.5 over 4.50. So the value of this will be equivalent to 93. So now we have to look at the answers. Which one is the 93 answer? So that thing is answer of B there. So the solution of this 19 is B. Now we solve question number 20. Elma bought a laptop computer at the store that gave him a 20% discount of its original price. The total amount she paid to the cashier is $3, including at 8% sales tax on that discounted price. Which of the following represents the original price of this computer in the terms of P there? Let's, the total cost of that computer laptop is equal to X dollars. Question number 20. Total cost initially there is X dollars. It gave a 20% discount of its original price. So that means what, 20% discount. So that is equal to x minus 20% of x. So that is equal to x minus 0.2 of x, or that thing is equal to 0.8x. That is after giving the discount. 0.8x. And she amount cashes P dollars, including at P% tax on the sales. So 8% is the tax on that. So for the tax amount is 8%. So this means for this tax 8%, 8 over 100, half 0.8x. So that thing is equal to 64 over 1000 of x. That is the total tax. So the total price they have paid there is equal to 0.8x plus 8%. That means what? 0.08 into this 0.8x. So it is equal to 0.8x is common. So we can write it as 1 plus 0.08. So x will be equal to p over 0.8 into 1.08. So this is the value of x in terms of p. And that is the answer of this d. That is point p over 0.8 into 1.08. So we write this answer as d part of this question there. So these are the solutions of this question number 10, sorry 20. Now we will solve the rest questions in the next videos there.